Hello, hello. It is I, Cobbert, on 10/17 at 4:05 p.m. in 2025. I just wanted to get on here and talk about a couple. I had to stop that for a second. You're not gonna be able to tell in the video, but I did like my little intro thing, and then I cut immediately because I got a knock on my door. My neighbors in my apartment complex. I got like these two old ladies that have lived here forever, and they just they got a watchful eye on the place. Um, but my car got towed this morning because I had my registration expired, which is like, who remembers to update their fucking registration? The truck was expired. It was registered, and I went and got it registered this morning, obviously, because it got fucking towed because it wasn't registered. But I didn't know that in Florida, if you're on private property like an apartment complex, the tow company can just tow your car away. So that was a fun event this morning, but these old ladies, they like stopped and knock on the door to like defend themselves, and they're like, because apparently they got yelled at. Some guy was telling him he was gonna like kill him because everybody in the apartment knows that these two ladies are like they're like the watchful eye of the building, But I've got no problems with them. Anyway, car got towed, got it back. It's no big deal. It was my fault for not registering my car, I guess. If I would have known they were gonna tow me, I would have moved that a little bit higher up on my priority list. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The reception to my last video where I just stood here and talked, and I said, I want to do this more where I just talk and make like commentary videos, like almost mini podcasts, I think is what you could kind of call them, because I'm really just sitting here yapping to the microphone. I think that's all a podcast is anyway. The reception was amazing. It was like the most comments I've gotten on a video in forever, the most likes. I think everything was positive. There was one comment that I may or may not have responded to that I thought was kind of sassy and weird. I just thought it was dumb. Whoever commented the comment that I responded to, if anybody like saw the comments on that and saw me respond to the person like very bluntly, I just thought that comment was like dumb. It doesn't even make sense. And it's not even out of like an ego thing, but the comment just didn't make fucking sense. It was stupid. Anyway, all the comments besides maybe that one, which wasn't even that mean. It wasn't like a hate comment. I guess it kind of was, but it wasn't like crazy. All the comments besides that were so supportive. Like it made me feel so good. The internet makes me feel bad a lot, but everyone was so nice. That's the LaCroix sound. Same, there was another LaCroix sound in the other video. This time it's a tangerine flavored LaCroix. All the comments were so nice, and it was very, I want to say liberating almost in a way. Like it made me feel really good. Like appreciating. I don't know. It was nice. It was a very nice feeling. Whatever the feeling was, it was very nice. Everyone was very nice in the comments. The algorithm liked that video way more than any of my other recent videos. So I just figured I'd do it again. I'm just going to come on here and talk about a couple things that have happened in my life recently. And that'll be that. That'll be the c.o.b mini podcast for the week. And I'm going to upload a Battlefield 6 video as well. I got a bunch of clips from Battlefield 6. So random nonsense 4 or 5 or whatever number I'm on will be coming out. And it's going to be primarily Battlefield, if not all Battlefield. So yeah, car got towed this morning. I've been seeing a lot of movies recently. My girlfriend and I, we have like the pass that you pay monthly for, and you can go see every movie for free. For free being $20 a month, so free but not really free, And then while you're there, you're going to buy candy, and we don't buy candy. It's too expensive to buy fucking candy at the theater, so we get it at the Dollar Tree next door. But anyway, been seeing a lot of movies recently, and I have a bit of a complaint that I want to air, and a notice to anybody else that may go to the movies and either experience this or be the thing that I'm complaining about. People at the movie theater do not know how to shut the fuck up. Between the last 10 movies that I've seen, I see like probably I would say on average 2 to 3 movies a week. I'd say average 2, because it's either 1 or like 3. Anything more than that is kind of crazy. Like I don't see that many movies, but I go see all the new movies, and the theaters near me have been playing old classics as well. So I've been going and seeing movies that I've never seen. Like I saw The Godfather for the first time in the theater as a 25-year-old in 2025, I saw The Godfather for my first time ever in a movie theater, which is kind of cool. My favorite movie ever, one of my favorite movies ever, Jaws. It was the 50th anniversary. I saw that in the theater in 3D. Like, what? Anyway, out of the last movies that I've seen, like the last 10, 8 to 9 of those theaters have had somebody just having a full-blown fucking conversation the whole time, and it drives me fucking crazy. And I'm not the kind of person to get up and just turn around and address the whole theater and be like, are we sitting at home on the couch right now, or are we in a theater with other people trying to watch the fucking movie? I'm not somebody who's going to say that, because I don't want to, because then other people are going to be like, oh, because then you're making a scene. It's like everyone is actually trying to watch the movie. So you kind of sit with it, I feel like. Unless you're like me and you have a platform and you can come bitch about it. So, anybody that may be watching this, if you go to the movie theater, please, for the love of God, just watch the movie. Maybe whisper. If you have something funny to say to your friend, maybe have a little whisper to them. But if you're having a whole-blown conversation, nobody's going to say it to you. I mean, maybe some like older guy who doesn't really give a shit and he's ready to fight a teenager will say something to you. Unless you're not a teenager. I don't know the demographic of the people that watch. I don't look at any of my analytics. I just upload the shit and call it a day. If you are talking in the theater, I guarantee you everyone around you, if not the people at the very front that can still fucking hear you because it's a movie theater and it's a big echoey room that you're not supposed to talk in, everyone in that theater is extremely distracted by you. I mean, some people can probably tune it out. I can't, but everybody in that theater does not appreciate it. And some people that hear that are going to be like, what the fuck do I care about what other people think? It's not about what other people think. It's about a common courtesy. For some reason, every theater I've been to, there's a conversation. It's not even just like teenagers or anything like that. Like you might just associate this experience like, oh, they're just fucking teenagers coming in being disrespectful. I went and watched Creepshow, the Stephen King movie, for the first time ever in my life. I mean, I maybe saw bits and pieces of it when I was a kid on TV, but I just went to the movie theater for the first time to see that movie. I was really excited. There's a group of grown adults behind me having a full-on like conversation, just laughing and tearing it up. And laughter is not a problem, but when I can just hear you talking and just fucking goofing around the whole time, I can't enjoy the movie. So my girlfriend and I, her name's PJ, by the way. I'll probably just say PJ and I because it's easier to say. PJ and I, we move out of our seats that, you know, we didn't pay for because we have the thing, we have the pass, but we did pay for it because we pay for the pass. We move out of our seats that we selected all the way to the front, and I can still hear these fucking people in the back. Just drives me nuts. And we saw that new movie Good Boy with the dog who like sees ghosts or whatever. I got people in the front having a conversation, people behind me whispering to each other. The lady to my left has been opening her pack of chips for the last hour and a fucking half. I don't even know what to say. I'm just fucking whining about it. But please, for the love of God, please, if you go and see a movie, if you go to the movie theater and there are other people in the theater, just shut the hell up. And the phones, I got people watching TikTok with the sound on during the movie. Why? You paid to be here. Like most people don't have the pass, I feel like. I feel like that's not that common to have the pass. Most people paid to be in that theater, and you're on TikTok watching fucking jalapeno macaroni recipes and leaving comments on full brightness. Why are you here? Why are you here? Turn off the phone. Shut the fuck up. Watch the movie. And then you know what? After the movie's over, the credits are rolling. Fucking talk about it. What did you like about the movie? I don't need to know what you liked about it during the movie. I also don't know you. I don't really care about your opinion about the movie. I have my own opinion about the movie. I don't want to hear yours and your dumb, stupid friends with the movie. Or like the fucking people are like making out and shit and whispering to each other. I don't know. It just drives me fucking crazy. So please, open your snacks quickly. Shut the hell up at the movie theater. I'm at 10 minutes talking about this now. I knew I was going to talk about this. I didn't think it would take me that long. My neighbors really fired me up too. My fucking car got towed this morning. Did you know you legally don't have to give a warning? In most places you have to give a warning. For some reason in the place that I live, you don't have to give a warning. They can just come tow you. They towed me at 11:28 p.m. almost 12 a.m. on a weekday. Like in the middle, I felt violated. And I have it easy, you know, like nothing crazy's going on to me. I go to work, I come home, I play video games, but I felt fucking, they came in the middle of the night. It kind of makes me have a bit of, I don't like politics. I don't want to get political, but I do feel kind of bad for the people that live here and, you know, like ICE shit, they're coming in the middle of the night and taking them. Probably sucks. It probably sucks really bad because last night my truck was taken from me in the middle of the night and I woke up to go to work and it just wasn't there. I felt pretty violated. I felt pretty bad. So I feel like the people that are getting taken out of their homes where they live probably feel pretty bad. Anyway, don't leave comments about that. I won't read them. I don't care about your opinion on that. I just kind of threw that in there because I'm yapping. I feel like that's just a general view, a point of view. That's just a general point of view opinion. There's nothing political about that. It just probably feels pretty fucking bad. Anyway, please leave comments. Some people in the last video kind of misunderstood me, I think. I said to leave comments about stuff you want me to talk about, and most of the comments were like, oh, just talk about whatever you want, which is what I'm doing right now. But I want to answer your questions. I want to answer the people's question. What do you guys want to know? I'm going to do another one of these little mini podcasts where I talk about nonsense and living in a gamer house and stuff. I think people would be interested to know about that. And I got a lot of stories and stuff I can share. I'll probably do another episode about all the times I've shit myself. Because everyone in my life thinks those stories are pretty funny, and I've shit myself a lot for some reason. But leave comments like, what do you guys want to hear my take on? Don't put anything political, even though I said something slightly political in this episode. I don't want to talk about politics. That was the one and only time you will ever hear me talk about something political, besides HOAs maybe, which I don't think is political. But what do you want to hear me talk about? You guys like you like girls or boys and you want help? I'll give you advice, and then that way you'll know what not to do. So that could maybe help you. I don't know. I don't really want to help you. I don't know you. And you don't know me. Maybe I'll make an episode on parasocial relationships. Who knows? I'm just talking and you're just listening. As good as the reception was to the last video, I will say the average watch time was about 3 minutes. I think it was like a 15-minute video, so obviously people didn't care that much. But the comments were really nice, and there were people in the comments saying they have never seen one of my videos before, so that was crazy. Like, why are you watching my video about my dead channel? You don't even know who I am. Like, that's pretty cool. Anyway, we've got a new beer at work. I work at a brewery. If anybody has any ideas for a beer name for a cold IPA with Meridian and Huel Melon hops in it, let me know. Put that in the comments. Put whatever you want in the comments. Just reiterate yourself and say, oh, we don't care what you're talking about. Just talk about whatever you want. But what do you guys want me to talk about? What's something that you have a question for me about? Whether it's something you want advice with. Like I said, my advice is probably not going to be good. We live different lives. But what do you think I would talk about that would be funny in some way, besides what I already said I was going to talk about? I feel like I had other things that I wanted to talk about in this video. I had other things on my mind that I was going to yap about. But my neighbor's knocking on the door as soon as I started recording this, really. And just my truck getting towed in the movie theater thing got me a little bit more fired up than I wanted to. Battlefield 6, that I can talk about. That game's fucking awesome. There's kind of a bug right now, though, where you can hit the drones and fly real high up, which is like really funny and fun and like, ooh, this is Battlefield. But in certain game modes, it makes it impossible to win. Like if you're a defender and you fly up on top of the bridge on the Manhattan Bridge map and your whole squad just keeps spawning on you and shit, it's impossible for the other team to get. I've been on the receiving end. I haven't actually done the drone glitch, not out of like moral superiority, but I just think it's stupid. Like I like to play the game. I just haven't done it. But it made it fucking impossible to win even the first sector on rush because they're just picking you off from a mile above you. And you can barely see them because the lighting in the game makes the sun brighter than the fucking... You might as well stare into a fucking million-volt battery flashlight. What's that one? That guy on TikTok, the 1,000 lumens or whatever the fuck. But that's what it feels like in Battlefield 6. Besides that, the game's great. I'm like level 53. I think it's kind of fucking stupid that people can play in the bot lobbies and it counts towards their stats. I personally don't give a shit. If you want to farm bots for 40 hours, to me that sounds like the most boring thing on the entire planet. You should get the XP and you should be able to do the assignments. I don't really care, but I think it's kind of weird that kills on bots, on NPCs, counts towards your public KD ratio. I think that's a little odd. I think you should still get the XP, but it shouldn't count as an actual kill. Like if you kill a bot in a lobby by yourself against all fucking NPCs, that shouldn't count towards your stats. Besides, getting your weapon XP, I don't care. Like people don't have all the time in the world to play the game. And I don't even either. I just, in my free time, I come home from work, I play the game. Thankfully, I have a girlfriend who kind of enjoys the PC gaming and stuff too, because I gave her my old computer. So we just play the game together. I get to play it more often than, somebody who maybe lives with a significant other and has a full-time job and, has more responsibilities. But I'm privileged in that way that she really likes Battlefield 6 as well. So it's easy for us to just be like, let's play some fucking Battlefield. I'm going to stop talking now. I don't have anything else to talk about. I had a couple beers before I started doing this, so things have gotten a little off track, but I feel like I'm getting better. I feel like I'm getting better at this thing. So leave things you want me to talk about. I'm going to make a list of things I want to talk about, and I'm going to keep talking about things, and maybe one day these little mini podcast episodes will turn into less of me just ranting and more of me having something of substance to say. I appreciate every single person that left a comment on the last video and who may or may not leave a comment on this video. I really appreciate, I'm saying I appreciate every person in a way like whoever you are, the username. I know there's a person on the other side of that comment that said that and maybe meant it, and I really appreciate that. So thank you for the support on the last video. Hopefully you guys like this video. I think I am going to make a video on parasocial relationships because I think they're really weird. So I'm not going to do the classic YouTuber, peace out, love you guys, because I don't love you. I don't fucking know who you are. I love the idea of you. How about that? Signing off, love the idea of you. Like and comment and share on Facebook to your grandma. Leave a comment. Peace.